everyone, it's me, Cupie83, and today I have something to review for you from Robert Tonner. So this is a My Imagination 18-inch play doll from Tonner, and I'm very excited to show her off to you. She is so gorgeous in person. I've seen these for the past 2 years at Toy Fair, but it's about time that I review one here for the channel. So without further ado, I will take her out of the box. This is a starter Redhead. She is in her stock outfit. And I've already kind of unlatched her from the box, which is why it was so easy for me to get her out. And it was really easy for me to get her out originally. She was just held in with ties, I believe. Oh, I'll take her wig thing off. So, this is not Robert Tonner's first foray into 18-inch dolls. He actually sculpted the Magic Attic dolls, which is amazing to me because I remember when I was like in grammar school going through those catalogs thinking, oh, those are kind of interesting. I never ended up buying one, but they were interesting. And they had some cool accessories. But this is My Imagination. She is actually pretty cool, and she's like super stable. Like she feels like a quality doll. She has a red bob. There are some that have different hair colors. And she has, like, I want to say yellow eyes. There's probably an actual name for this, like a tiger's eye kind of thing going on. And the nice thing about them is that they're nice and inset. They're nice inset glossy eyes. So they look like Tonner quality. And she has real lashes. But she has like the cutest little face. I just think she's so cute. And it goes perfectly with this bob. So one interesting thing about her, and I'm not sure if this is true or not, but it looks like to me in Barbie 0913 that her eyes are not perfectly symmetrical. The one is just a little lower than the other. I don't know if it's an optical illusion, it very well could be, but it is a nice little feature. Other artists have done that in the past. I believe Sasha dolls, they were known for being asymmetrical at times because it's more realistic. So maybe Robert Tonner was playing with that idea. But her face is just gorgeous. As far as 18-inch doll faces go, this is one of the better ones. Now let's go to her body. It's all vinyl. From head to toe, it's a vinyl body. She has arms here. It feels like she's strong. Her arms will hold a pose, which is great. And she, as you can see, she does stand on her own. And it was really easy to make her stand on her own. There wasn't a lot of messing around I had to do with her legs. Her legs will move out as well as up and down to an extent. She does not have elbow or knee joints. One of the things that the company has talked about at both toy fairs are that they want to make one with knee joints. I don't remember if they did elbow joints, but definitely did knee joints. And that, as of right now, has not yet come to be. But I have seen those at the toy shows, and once they do release the one with the joints, it should be, it's definitely worth looking at. This one is also worth looking at though, even though it doesn't have the knee joints, so you can't pose it as easily. She's such a cutie. And like the limbs, the vinyl limbs are just like, they're not like super, super hollow, which is great. So as far as her quality, it's definitely up to Tonner standards. I think she's made of high quality vinyl. I think her face is fantastic. The wig is a little strange to me. There's lots of flyaways on this particular doll. And as I mentioned in past reviews, sometimes when items are sent for review, like she was, they're like seconds, or they're not as perfect as what someone would get if they were to purchase it off the site. So maybe this wig just turned out a little drier than the rest, or maybe this is just how they are. But her wig is a little dry. There's lots of flyaways. I would imagine if a doll had longer hair, this would bother me more than the bob. Just because when there's a dry hair and it's long, it could look kind of stringy. But as far as this particular doll goes, I think it looks fine. But just keep that in mind that the wig is not perfection. The one thing Robert Tonner talked about in the booth tour that we took at Toy Fair this year was that one of the good things about the My Imagination line was that because of Tanner's relationship with different licenses and different license holders, this particular line can get some really cool fashions. So for example here we have Glinda's Wizard of Oz look that we will try on her in just a moment. But there's also DC. They have the DC license. So I'm sure we'll be seeing some licensed outfits from there. They have a ton of other licenses that we could be seeing in fashions for her, or even dressed dolls. So, you know, the options are endless because of the relationships that the company already has with so many different brands. So, this is an extra outfit. This is the 18-inch Glinda, the Good Witch of the North outfit, designed to fit this lovely My Imagination doll over here. So we are gonna open this. We're gonna take her outfit off. It's just Velcro, so it's super easy. And this is a good chance to see what her body looks like. So this is what her body looks like. This is a Glinda outfit. We're going to undo the Velcro. And because it's Velcro, I think children will have an easy time dressing her. Just be careful with the Velcro on some of these lacy fabrics because you don't want to accidentally get it stuck to something and then, you know, ruin a bit of the fabric. So let's stick her into the dress. So this is Glinda, the Good Witch of the North. We have her hat, which has Velcro on it, but I didn't actually need to use it, so you can probably just keep it Velcroed. There are just little, like, bits of sparkle that are, I assume, are glued onto the hat. This is her adorable dress. It looks really good on her, and it fits her really well, too. So the thing I like about it is that sometimes with 18-inch dolls, the outfits are very tight around their torso, but this has space. There's, like, not a ton of space, but there's definitely space, so it's not like choking her torso. Here are the sleeves. In the promo shots, it shows them up like a princess sleeve. If you're playing with her, they will tend to fall down a little bit, but that's not a huge deal. There is elastic here so you can pull the sleeve over her hand and over her wrist. But it's just adorable, and I love where the skirt falls. Now, the thing I didn't put on her are the shoes. They're pink shoes. They should fit her fine. But I figured the dress was so long that you wouldn't even be able to see them in the video. But they are pink flats, just like this. This is the back of the dress. There's just lots of sparkle, lots of pink. And you'll notice here in the front, we have this butterfly. Overall, I think the outfit is so cute. It looks really good on her. You can find My Imagination on Tanner's website, which I will link to in the description. I think they're worth money because they are really cute. I love, as I said, their inset eyes. Those are pretty much the thing that sold me on her. They're just so pretty and so well done. The sculpt is just adorable. If they can improve on anything, I would say improve on the wig, because right now it's just a little dry, like I said, and I don't like the flyaways. But I feel like as the line progresses, and when the deluxe dolls come out, which should be wigged, or should be like wigged with removable wigs, so you can change their hair color like you would in Elowen, then this will all change. For right now though, the wig is non-removable and it's a little dry. Other than that though, I think she's a really good doll. So I want to know what you think of her. If you have any questions about her, you can leave them in the comment area, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!